बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम।
शुरू अल्लाह के नाम से जो रहमान और रहीम है।
इक़रा बिस्मि रब्बिकल्लज़ी खलक़।
पढ़ो ए नबी अपने रब के नाम के साथ जिसने पैदा किया।
खलक़ल इंसान मिन अलक़।
जमे हुए खून के एक लोथड़े से इंसान की तख्लीक की।
इक़रा व रब्बुकल अकरम।
पढ़ो और तुम्हारा रब बड़ा करीम है।
अल्लज़ी अल्लम बिल क़लम।
जिसने कलम के जरिए से इल्म सिखाया।
अल्लमल इंसान मा लम यअलम।
इंसान को वो इल्म दिया जिसे वो न जानता था।
Assalamu alaikum students. We start with our class with the name of Allah who is most beneficent and ever merciful. Students, this is class 8 and the period is science. In the previous video we have completed our chapter number 11, that was sound and hearing. This is week number 6 and video number 5. In this week we are going to study chapter number 12, that is magnetism. What is the name of chapter number 12? The name of chapter number 12 is magnetism. Magnetism is a phenomena in physics in which we study about the magnet and its forces. Alright, in this chapter we are going to discuss the following topics from topic 12.1 to topic 12.4, that includes magnet, properties of magnet, testing of magnet. Topic 12.2 is making of a magnet. Topic 12.3 is magnetic field and topic 12.4 will be uses of magnet. Let's start with the very first topic, that is magnet. Student, what is magnet? A magnet is a material or a substance that is made up of those kind of substances that can attract the material which are made up of iron or some other material. So, magnet is a material or object that can attract some other material. So this type of object which can attract some other material, these kind of objects are called magnets. How magnet was discovered? Who discovered the magnet? Then if we talk about the discovery of magnet, then magnet was discovered before 2000 years ago. If we talk about discovery of magnet, it was discovered by Greeks 2000 years ago. How they discovered it? They found a place where there is a substance is present that attracts some, there is a rock. They found a place, magnesia, where a rock attracts. This is a place where they found a rock that attracts iron and steel. क्या हुआ? ग्रीक्स को एक जगह मैग्नीशिया में एक रॉक मिली that attracts iron and steel. So they named it magnetite. It is also called lodestone or natural magnet. In this way, the magnet was first discovered by Greeks before 2000 years ago when they find a place, magnesia, where they found a rock that can attract iron and steel. So they named that rock as magnetite, natural magnet or a lodestone. This is about the discovery of magnet. Let's start the properties of magnet. Magnet basically have 4 physical properties which we are going to discuss. So the very first property of magnet is properties of magnet. The first property of magnet is magnet can attract magnetic materials. What is the first property of magnet? Magnet can attract magnetic material. So first of all, you must know about the shapes of magnet to understand how magnet attracts magnetic material. If we talk about the magnet's shape, it has different shape. For example, this is called rod or a bar shaped magnet. This is called ring magnet. This one is called button magnet. This one is called U-shaped magnet. U-shaped magnet. And this one is called horseshoe shaped magnet. Horseshoe shaped. All right. These are the 4 different shapes of magnet. All right. Here in this class we have only this bar magnet. This is the bar magnet, and which property we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss the first property of magnet, that magnet can attract magnetic material. So what are the magnetic materials? Materials which can be attracted by the magnet. Here we have different sort of things, and we can differentiate between them, that which are magnetic materials and which are not magnetic. So look at here. All right, here we have different materials. Let's take an example. This is a ceramic block, this is chalk, and this scissor has rubber or a plastic. You can see this magnet cannot attract this ceramic tile. This chalk is not attracted by the magnet, as well as this scissor handle which is made up of plastic, it is also not attracted by a magnet. Even this paper is not attracted by a magnet. This aluminium is a metal, it is again not attracted by the magnet. This plastic is also not attracted by the magnet. So these are all the things which are non-magnetic materials because they are not attracted by the magnet. Let's check the other things, either they are magnetic or non-magnetic. Here we have different sort of things, like this is an iron nail, it is attracted by the magnet, it means iron is a magnetic material. Similarly, this is a steel nail, it is also attracted by the magnet, it means it is also a magnetic material. Similarly, copper is also not magnetic material. Nickel is a magnetic material. Here we don't have nickel, but we have paper clips. Paper clip is also made up of steel, so it is also a magnetic material. This safety pin is also a magnetic material. It is also made up of steel, so it is also a magnetic material. So we can differentiate the material on the basis of their attracted property. We have 2 different types of materials, magnetic materials and non-magnetic materials. So we have 2 types of materials, magnetic and non-magnetic. As we have discussed that magnetic materials are those attracted by magnet and cannot be attracted by magnet. Attracted by magnet. So this is the first property of magnet, that magnet can attract magnetic materials but do not attract non-magnetic materials. And we have different examples. Magnetic materials include iron, steel, nickel, whereas it includes paper, glass, wood, plastic and some metals. there must be a force that is attracting the magnetic material towards the magnet. That force is called magnetic force of attraction. ये किसकी वजह से अट्रैक्ट हुए? ड्यू टू मैग्नेटिक फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन. और ये क्यों नहीं अट्रैक्ट हुआ? because they are not attracted by the magnetic force of attraction, so they are called non-magnetic materials and they are called magnetic materials. Let's discuss the next property of magnet. Magnet has two poles. What are poles? Basically, poles are parts of magnet. Poles are parts of magnets where magnetic force appears to be concentrated. किसी भी मैग्नेट का वो पार्ट जहां पर मैग्नेटिक फोर्स सबसे ज्यादा हो, दैट इज कॉल्ड द पोल ऑफ अ मैग्नेट. As you can see in this bar magnet, there are two poles. The end of this bar magnet are the poles of this magnet. We can also see that, observe by this. This magnet cannot attract the magnetic material. The magnetic material is not attracted by the surfaces, flat surfaces of the magnet, but the poles. At the pole, the magnetic force is concentrated and it is attracted by the magnet. As you can see, it is attracted by the magnet because at the end of the bar, which is the pole of the magnetic force appears to be concentrated as compared to its upper and lower surface. All right. अपर और लोअर सरफेसेस पर इसकी जो फोर्स है वो ज्यादा नहीं है. इसके पोल्स क्या हैं? इसके एंड्स है, क्योंकि एंड्स पर इसकी जो मैग्नेटिक फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन है वो बहुत ज्यादा है. इफ यू लुक एट अगेन द शेप्स ऑफ different shapes of magnet, then you can observe their poles. In bar magnet, the ends are the poles, north pole and south pole. In case of ring magnet, the two flat surfaces, the upper and the lower surface of the ring will be the poles. Similarly, in button magnet, the flat surfaces are their poles, but in U-shaped magnet, the end are the poles of the magnet. Similarly, in horseshoe shaped magnet, the ends are the poles of the magnet, north and south pole, north and south pole, north and south pole, whereas the upper surface is the north pole. Similarly, the lower surface will be the south pole. In this case, in the case of button magnet, the upper surface will be the north pole and its lower surface will be the south pole. So here we have discussed the second property of magnet, that magnet has two poles. The poles which are the concentrated part of the magnet, which are the part of the magnet where magnetic forces are concentrated. A freely suspended magnet, always points from north to south direction. What is the third property of magnet? जब भी हम एक freely suspended magnet को miss down कीजिए, a freely suspended magnet always point from north to south direction. How? Always remember that our earth is a giant magnet. Our earth behaves like a giant magnet. Why I am saying that our earth behaves like a giant magnet? Because our earth exerts a magnetic force. It has magnetic north pole as well as magnetic south pole. All right. So scientists has discovered that the outer core of the earth is made up of molten iron in which current is flowing, and the inner core of the earth is made up of iron and solid iron and nickel. So whenever the current is flowing through iron or nickel, it behaves like a मैग्नेट। वो क्या कैसे बिहेव करने लगता है, एक मैग्नेट की तरह बिहेव करने लगता है। सो आवर अर्थ क्रस्ट इज मेड अप ऑफ आयरन एंड इट इज बिलीव दैट it is the beliefs of scientists that from the earth crust some current is flowing, that's why earth behaves like a giant magnet। अर्थ में से कौन सी मैग्नेटिक फोर्सेस निकल रही है, मैग्नेटिक फोर्स निकल रही है। अर्थ हैज टू मैग्नेटिक पोल्स, मैग्नेटिक नॉर्थ पोल एंड मैग्नेटिक साउथ पोल, that's why it behaves like magnet। What is the connection between Earth's magnetic north pole and the Earth's magnetic south pole? Its connection is with this bar magnet। इसका connection इस bar magnet से, whenever we suspend a bar magnet, a freely suspended bar magnet, you can see always points from north to south direction। जब हम इसे एक आयरन स्टैंड के साथ हैंग करेंगे, you can observe that this north pole is when it comes to rest it always moves from north to south direction। इसका जो नॉर्थ पोल है वो इसी तरफ रहेगा, साउथ पोल की तरफ नहीं जाएगा, ये टर्न एंड ट्विस्ट होता रहेगा। इट्स नॉर्थ पोल ऑलवेज पॉइंट्स टुवर्ड्स द नॉर्थ ऑफ द अर्थ। इसका मतलब क्या है कि ये हमें ये डायरेक्शन बता रहा है कि किस तरह हमारी जो अर्थ है वो नॉर्थ, उसकी नॉर्थ डायरेक्शन किस तरफ है। आप देख सकते हो, यू कैन ऑल्सो ऑब्जर्व दैट दिस bar magnet when it comes into resting position it always points towards the earth magnetic north pole। इस बार मैग्नेट का नॉर्थ पोल जब रेस्टिंग पोजीशन में आ जाएगा तो ये हमें अर्थ के नॉर्थ पोल की तरफ डायरेक्शन शो करेगा। दिस इज द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ मैग्नेट दैट हेल्प अस टू फाइंड द डायरेक्शन ऑन द अर्थ, दैट वेयर इज नॉर्थ पोल ऑफ द अर्थ एंड वेयर इज साउथ पोल ऑफ द अर्थ। Why I am saying this? Because you can also see this is a compass. This is a navigation compass which is used to find the direction. Its needle is also made up of magnet and it has two poles, north pole and south pole। इस कंपास की जो निडल है ये भी मैग्नेट की तरह काम कर रही है और जब ये रेस्टिंग पोजीशन में आएगी तो ये भी हमें अर्थ की नॉर्थ और साउथ पोल बताएगी, क्योंकि इसका जो नॉर्थ पोल है वो अर्थ के नॉर्थ पोल की तरफ मूव करेगा, इसका जो साउथ पोल है वो अर्थ के साउथ पोल की तरफ मूव करेगा। दिस इज द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ अ freely suspended magnet, that it always, a freely suspended magnet has two poles, seeking pole and south seeking pole। एक freely suspended magnet के कितने पोल होते हैं? A freely suspended magnet has two poles, it has two poles, north seeking pole, south seeking pole। North seeking pole always points to earth north pole, which is also called N pole, and it always points to earth south pole। When it comes into resting position it is pointing towards the north of the earth, it is not continuously moving, it is coming into resting position and it points towards the north। It always moves from north to south direction। So this is the third property of a magnet। Fourth property of magnet is like poles repel and unlike poles attract each other। So what are like poles and what are unlike poles? Like poles means two north poles or two साउथ पोल्स। अगर दो नॉर्थ पोल एक साथ हैं दे आर, और दो साउथ पोल एक साथ हैं, दे आर कॉल्ड लाइक पोल्स, वेयर एज वन अनलाइक पोल्स आर two different poles, like one north pole and one south pole। अगर एक नॉर्थ पोल एक साउथ पोल है so they will be called unlike poles। अगर दो नॉर्थ पोल दो साउथ पोल है they would be called like poles। Like poles always repel each other, they repel each other, एक दूसरे से अलग करेंगे। Whereas unlike poles अट्रैक्ट ईच अदर, ये एक दूसरे को अट्रैक्ट करेंगे. सो दिस फोर्स विल बी कॉल्ड फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन, force of attraction, and it is called repulsion force. So when two like poles, whenever two like poles, like as you can see, this is the south pole and this one is also south pole, they cannot attract each other. When you close these two poles, they will always repel each other. You can also perform it at your home. जब आप अपने घर पे भी इस तरह से करके देखेंगे, अगर दोनों पोल्स एक जैसे होंगे तो मैग्नेट कभी भी एक दूसरे से क्लोज नहीं होंगे. दे विल ऑलवेज शो सम सॉर्ट ऑफ रिपल्जन बिकॉज ऑफ द फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्जन. अब इनके दरमियान कौन सी फोर्स लग रही है? फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्जन लग रही है. एक दूसरे को दूर कर रहे हैं आप एक दूसरे से. क्यों? क्योंकि दे आर द सेम पोल्स. लाइक पोल्स, as you can see, like poles repel each other due to force of repulsion, due to force of repulsion. And जब हम बात करते हैं अनलाइक पोल्स की, लेट सपोज दिस वन इज द नॉर्थ पोल, as you can see this one is the north pole and this one is the south pole. They are attracting each other. ये एक दूसरे को अट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं. Why they are attracting each other? Because between these two poles there is a force of attraction. तो यहाँ पर कौन सी फोर्स है? अट्रैक्शन फोर्स है. कौन सी फोर्स है? अट्रैक्शन फोर्स है जो इन दोनों को एक दूसरे से क्लोज कर रही है. सो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, two north or two south poles are the same poles. That's why they are called like poles. They do not attract each other. They do not attract each other. Basically, they repel each other. That's why between them there is a force which we call repulsive force. Whereas when the one north pole is coming towards the second pole, which is the south pole, they will be attracted by each other due to the force of attraction. So these were the four properties of magnet. The first property was magnet can attract magnetic materials, where second property was magnet has two poles, north pole and south pole. Magnet has two poles, north and south. Whereas the third property was a freely suspended magnet always points from north to south direction, and the fourth property was like poles repel and unlike poles attract each other by the force of attraction and the force of repulsion. Okay, now it's time for testing of magnet. How can we test that an object is a magnet or a magnetic material? From topic 12.1, this is the last topic of topic 12.1, testing for a magnet. Students, if you are given a bar magnet, अगर आपको एक बार मैग्नेट दिया जाए और आपको आयरन रॉड दे दी जाए, स्टील रॉड दे दी जाए, आयरन नेल दे दी जाए, इफ यू आर गिवन अ बार मैग्नेट with an iron nail, iron rod or steel nail or a steel rod, how can you differentiate between a bar magnet, or how can you prove that the iron nail, the steel nail or the iron or steel rod are magnetic material, non-magnetic material or a magnet? आप कैसे बता सकते हैं कि आयरन नेल मैग्नेटिक मटीरियल है या मैग्नेट है? So this will be test by a experiment. As you can see, this is a simple bar magnet and this is an iron nail, and also we have a steel. This is a steel, this is a safety pin made up of a steel. This is an iron nail and this is a bar magnet. About bar magnet we have clear concept that it is a magnet, but how can we say that it is a magnet, or it is this iron nail is a magnetic material, or this safety pin is a magnetic material? How can we prove? This is called testing of magnet. We can test it by in this method. If we suppose that this is the these are the two ends of this iron nail, it is A, it is B. अगर ये मैग्नेट है तो इसका एक एंड तो अट्रैक्ट करेगा, दूसरा एंड रिपेल करेगा। लेकिन अब आप जरा देखें कि जब मैंने इस आयरन नेल को नॉर्थ पोल के करीब लेके गई, इट इज अट्रैक्टेड बाय द नॉर्थ पोल। वैन अगर हम इसको लेके जाएं साउथ पोल की तरफ, इट इज ऑल्सो अट्रैक्टेड बाय द साउथ पोल। इट मीन्स इसके ये जो टिप है, जो पार्ट बी है या एंड बी है, इट इज अट्रैक्टेड बाय बोथ एंड्स ऑफ द मैग्नेट। इफ वी टॉक अबाउट इट्स पार्ट ए, इसके ए ये हेड है इसका, इट इज एंड ए, इसकी जो टिप है इट इज एंड बी। इफ वी पुट द एंड ए with the north pole, it is attracted by the north pole. If we put A with the south pole, it is also attracted by the south pole. अगर ये मैग्नेट होता तो क्या होता, ये नॉर्थ पोल से अट्रैक्ट होता लेकिन साउथ पोल इससे रिपेल करता, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं हुआ। यू कैन सी दैट जब हम बार मैग्नेट को लेके गए, इट इज अट्रैक्टेड बाय द साउथ पोल एज वेल एज इट इज अट्रैक्टेड बाय द नॉर्थ पोल। इट मीन्स अगर हम फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन को लेकर टेस्ट करें मैग्नेट, तो हमें नहीं पता चलता कि फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन ये प्रूव ही नहीं कर पा रही कि कोई चीज मैग्नेट है या मैग्नेट नहीं है। सेम एज केस विद दिस सेफ्टी पिन विच इज मेड अप ऑफ स्टील। ये सेफ्टी पिन का हेड और टो दोनों एंड्स दोनों पोल पर अट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं। इसका मतलब ना तो ये आयरन नेल और ना ही ये स्टील की बनी हुई सेफ्टी पिन मैग्नेट है, बट दे आर मैग्नेटिक मटेरियल। इसका मतलब है जब तक रिपल्जन शो ना हो, जब तक रिपल्जन शो ना हो, फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्जन शो ना हो, कोई भी चीज उस वक्त तक मैग्नेट नहीं सपोज की जा सकती। अगर हम दूसरे मैग्नेट की बात करें, अगर हमारे पास आप देखें एक और मैग्नेट मौजूद है, अब हमें इसे चेक करना है कि ये मैग्नेट है या नहीं। ये दो चीजें तो हमें पता चल गई कि ये मैग्नेट नहीं है बट मैग्नेटिक मटेरियल है क्योंकि ये अट्रैक्ट हो रहे हैं। जब हमें ये चेक करना है कि ये वाला बार मैग्नेट है या नहीं, तो आप देख सकते हैं नॉर्थ और साउथ पोल अट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं, लेकिन नॉर्थ और नॉर्थ पोल अट्रैक्ट नहीं कर रहे। यहाँ पर क्या मिल रही है हमें, फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्जन मिल रही। इट मीन्स रिपल्जन इज द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ अ मैग्नेट टू टेस्ट ऑफ मैग्नेट। टेस्टिंग ऑफ मैग्नेट के लिए हमें क्या प्रॉपर्टी पता चली, repulsion not attraction is a test for the magnet। मैग्नेट को अगर हमें टेस्ट करना है या किसी भी मैग्नेटिक मटेरियल को टेस्ट करना है कि वो मैग्नेट है या नहीं, तो उसके लिए हमें क्या चीज चेक करनी है, फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्जन को चेक करना है। अट्रैक्शन किसी भी चीज को टेस्ट करने के लिए यूजफुल नहीं है। फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन ये प्रूव नहीं करती कि आइदर एन आयरन नेल और अ सेफ्टी पिन इज अ मैग्नेट और अ मैग्नेटिक मटेरियल। क्या चीज प्रूव कर रही है, दैट आयरन नेल एंड सेफ्टी पिन वाज नॉट द मैग्नेटिक मटेरियल, द फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्जन व्हिच वाज नॉट प्रेजेंट देयर। जब हमने एक्सपेरिमेंट किया तो हमने देखा फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्जन नहीं थी। इसका मतलब ये फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्जन ना होने का मतलब क्या है कि वो चीज मैग्नेट जिसको हम टेस्ट कर रहे थे, दैट वाज नॉट द मैग्नेट, इट कुड बी अ मैग्नेटिक मटेरियल बट इट वाज नॉट द मैग्नेट। दिस इज द टेस्टिंग ऑफ मैग्नेट। नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू स्टार्ट टॉपिक 12.2 दैट इज मेकिंग अ मैग्नेट। टॉपिक 12.2 मेकिंग a magnet. How can we make a magnet in the lab? There are two different methods. The first method is stroke method. The first method is stroke method and the second one method is electrical method. Now I am going to show you how we can make a magnet by stroke method. Stroke method, we just need a steel rod and a bar magnet. Now in this class we do not have a steel rod but we have this scissor which can act as a steel rod. What you have to do, you will stroke the one end of a bar magnet over the complete length of a steel bar. This is a steel bar. Now I am going to do 20 to 40 strokes to make it a magnet. At this time it is not a magnet, it is just a scissor. How can we make it a magnet? By stroking it. 1, 2, 3. I hope it would become magnetized. Now you can see this is an steel nail. अगर ये मैग्नेट बन गई है, it will attract this steel nail. No, it's not working. Let's do with this steel nail. We can use this steel nail to make it a magnet. Now it becomes a magnet by stroking method. You can see this was simple steel nail which was not attracted by this scissor. Now after stroke method it becomes an electromagnet. Do it again. Now you can see this. After 20 strokes, it becomes a magnet. पहले ये एक सिंपल नेल थी जो अट्रैक्ट नहीं कर रही थी. जब हमने इस पे 20 स्ट्रोक्स लगाए किससे, with one end of a bar magnet, now it becomes a magnet. ये सिंपल स्टील नेल कैसे बिहेव कर रही है? It behaves like a magnet. So this is the making of magnet by stroke method. You can again see, you can also again observe that this is a simple nail. इस नेल के ऊपर हमने 20 स्ट्रोक्स लगाए. 20 to 25 स्ट्रोक्स लगाने के बाद ये जो स्टील की नेल थी, इट बिकम्स अ मैग्नेट एंड यू कैन सी दिस मैग्नेट अट्रैक्ट्स द अदर स्टील नेल विच इज अ मैग्नेटिक मटीरियल. इट मीन्स ये जो स्टील की नेल थी ये क्या बन गई है? मैग्नेट बन गई है. ओके, सो दिस वॉज द इलेक्ट्रिकल मैथड टू मेक अ मैग्नेट. नाउ इट्स टाइम फॉर this was the stroke method. Now it's time for electrical method. This is a set circuit. What we need for an electrical method, again we need iron bar or a steel bar. We don't have iron and steel bar here, but we have an iron nail which is surrounded by कॉपर वायर. कॉपर वायर को हमने टर्न किया है, इसके ऊपर बहुत सारी टर्न्स जो हमने कॉपर वायर की वाइंडिंग इसके ऊपर की और उस कॉपर वायर को हमने बैटरी के साथ अटैच किया. तो क्या हुआ, जैसे ही करंट फ्लो करने लगा तो ये कॉपर वायर के थ्रू व्हेन द करंट स्टार्ट्स फ्लोइंग थ्रू दिस कॉपर वायर, दिस आयरन नेल बिहेव्स लाइक अ मैग्नेट. नाउ यू कैन सी हियर वी हैव अ पेपर क्लिप एंड दिस इज अ फिक्स्ड सर्किट विद एन आयरन नेल. इस आयरन नेल के ऊपर क्या लगा हुआ है? कॉपर का वायर. जब करंट कॉपर के वायर से फ्लो कर रहा है, नाउ दिस आयरन नेल बिकम्स और बिहेव्स लाइक अ मैग्नेट एंड इट अट्रैक्ट्स द मैग्नेटिक मटेरियल. एज यू कैन सी इट अट्रैक्ट्स द पेपर क्लिप. ये किसको अट्रैक्ट कर रहा है? पेपर क्लिप को अट्रैक्ट कर रहा है. इसका मतलब ये आयरन नेल कैसे बिहेव कर रहा है? इट बिहेव्स लाइक एन electromagnet. When the current starts flowing through the wire, through the coil of copper wire which is winding over the iron nail behaves like an electromagnet. Same process we can perform with the steel nail. But what will be the difference between iron nail and steel nail? When we stops the current flowing, as you can see, जब हमने करंट का फ्लो स्टॉप किया तो आयरन नेल क्या हो गया? ड्रॉप. आयरन नेल ने मैग्नेटिज्म लूज किया और ये ड्रॉप हो गया. आयरन नेल और स्टील नेल में फर्क क्या है? व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बाय यूजिंग दीज टू नेल्स? दिस वन इज द स्टील नेल. अगर हम इसकी जगह वाइंडिंग कर देते कि स्टील नेल की, तो स्टील नेल विल बिकम परमानेंटली मैग्नेटाइज्ड. 20 स्ट्रोक्स, 20 to 25 स्ट्रोक over complete length of steel nail. After that it will become an magnet. But what we do in electrical method? In this method if we are using two different types of nail, iron nail and steel nail or steel bar. So what will happen if we remove source of इलेक्ट्रिक करंट? अगर हम एक बार इलेक्ट्रिक करंट पास करने के बाद आयरन स्टील नेल और स्टील बार से इलेक्ट्रिक करंट के सोर्स को रिमूव करते हैं, इट रिमेन मैग्नेटाइज्ड, वो मैग्नेटाइज्ड ही रहेगा, उसकी मैग्नेटिक पावर खत्म नहीं होगी. बट व्हाट विल हैपन विद द आयरन नेल? इट will lose its magnetism. Iron nail will lose its magnetism if current stop flowing. अगर करंट फ्लो करना रुक जाएगा, then this iron nail will become demagnetized. ये क्या हो जाएगी? ये आयरन नेल डीमैग्नेटाइज्ड हो जाएगी. नाउ इट बिहेव्स लाइक अ मैग्नेटिक मटेरियल बट नॉट एज अ मैग्नेट. बट इफ वी रिमूव द सोर्स ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट, इट रिमेन्स मैग्नेटाइज्ड. ये कभी भी स्टील जो है वो एक बार अगर मैग्नेटाइज्ड हो गया तो कभी भी डीमैग्नेटाइज्ड नहीं होता. बट अगर आयरन नेल से हम करंट के फ्लो को रोक दें तो आयरन नेल क्या हो जाएगी? डीमैग्नेटाइज हो जाएगी. तो ऐसे मैग्नेट्स को कहा जाता है इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट्स. दीज मैग्नेट्स आर कॉल्ड इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट्स. सो व्हाट विल बी द डेफिनेशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट? इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट्स आर दोज मैग्नेट्स which magnetized when current flows and demagnetized when current stops flowing. Those magnets which becomes magnetized when current starts flowing and becomes demagnetized when current stops flowing, these are called electromagnets. यानी जब तक इलेक्ट्रिक करंट मिल रहा है वो मैग्नेटाइज रहेंगे, बिहेव करेंगे मैग्नेट की तरह, और जैसे इलेक्ट्रिक करंट बंद हो जाएगा या उसकी सोर्स हटा दी जाएगी, दे बिकम्स मैग्नेटिक मटीरियल. सो दीज आर द मेथड्स ऑफ मेकिंग अ मैग्नेट. हाउ कैन वी इंक्रीज द स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ एन इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट? एक इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट की स्ट्रेंथ को हम कैसे बढ़ा सकते हैं? हाउ कैन वी इंक्रीज द स्ट्रेंथ? हाउ कैन वी इंक्रीज द स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ एन इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट? एक इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट की स्ट्रेंथ को हम कैसे बढ़ा सकते हैं? सो द फर्स्ट मेथड इज इंक्रीज द current. Increase the current flowing in copper coil, copper wire coil. अगर हम इलेक्ट्रिक करंट को बढ़ा दें then we can make it an strong electromagnet. Number 2, increase the number of turns. Increase number of turns पर यूनिट लेंथ. अगर हम नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स बढ़ा दें, जो कॉइलिंग हमने की थी, जो रैपिंग हमने की थी, अगर हम उनके नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स पर यूनिट बढ़ा दें देन वी कैन इंक्रीज द स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट. एंड द थर्ड इज वाइंडिंग द कॉइल राउंड एन आयरन कोर. अगर हम आयरन कोर के सराउंडिंग में कॉइल की को राउंड कर वाइंड कर देंगे देन इट बिकम्स a strong electromagnet. So these are the methods to increase the strength of an electromagnet. How an electromagnet becomes demagnetized? एक electromagnet कैसे demagnetized हो जाता है? Methods of demagnetizing an electromagnet. Demagnetized methods to डीमैग्नेटाइज्ड एन इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट, अगर किसी इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट को डीमैग्नेटाइज करना है, उसकी मैग्नेटिक पावर को खत्म करना है, व्हाट वी कैन डू? द फर्स्ट मेथड इज बाय हीटिंग, अगर हम उसे गर्म करें इट विल लूज इट्स मैग्नेटिज्म। नंबर 2 बाय हैमरिंग, अगर उसे हैमर यूज करते हुए तोड़ दिया जाए देन इट विल लूज इट्स मैग्नेटिज्म। नंबर 3 बाय ड्रॉपिंग, अगर वो आपके हाथ से छूट जाए, गिर जाए, देन इट विल लूज इट्स मैग्नेटिज्म। सो in this class we have discussed the two topics. Topic 12.1, that was magnet, in which we discussed the definition of magnet, properties of magnet, and at last testing of magnet. Then we have discussed the topic 12.2, that was the making of magnet, how can we make a magnet in the laboratory. So there are the two different methods, stroke method and electrical method. Then we have discussed about how can we increase the strength of an electromagnet. Then we have discussed three methods to increase the strength of electromagnet: by increasing the current, by increasing the number of turns per unit length of a magnet or a coil, and by winding round the iron core. At last we have discussed the methods to demagnetize an electromagnet. There are three methods: by heating them, by hammering, or by dropping them. They will lose their magnetism. Okay students, now I am going to start topic 12.3, that is magnetic field. Magnetic field. What is magnetic field? Students, the region surrounding the magnet where magnetic force is exerted is called magnetic field. The region surrounding a magnet in which magnetic force is exerted. What is magnetic field? The region surrounding a magnet. एक मैग्नेट के सराउंडिंग का जो रीजन है where magnetic force is exerted, जहां पर मैग्नेटिक फोर्स exert करती है, जहां पर मैग्नेटिक फोर्स मैग्नेट से निकलती है, that region is called magnetic field. Is called magnetic field. What are magnetic forces? Force that exert by magnet at its pole. वो फोर्स जो मैग्नेट एक्सर्ट करता है, मैग्नेट रिलीज करता है अपने पोल पर, दैट फोर्स इज कॉल्ड मैग्नेटिक फोर्स. एज वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस दैट these are two types of forces: magnetic force of attraction and magnetic force of repulsion. मैग्नेट के पोल से जो फोर्सेस निकलती हैं, these forces are called magnetic forces. These are two types of forces: magnetic force of attraction and magnetic force of repulsion. Magnetic force of attraction means a force that attracts magnetic material towards the magnet. This force is called magnetic force of attraction, and the magnetic force of repulsion is a force that repels the like poles of a magnet. So again comes to our main topic, that is magnetic field. The region surrounding a magnet in which magnetic force is exerted is called magnetic field. A student, always remember, if an object is placed, अगर हम किसी भी ऑब्जेक्ट को मैग्नेटिक फील्ड में is placed in a magnetic field, so what will happen with this object? अगर कोई ऑब्जेक्ट मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइन या मैग्नेटिक फील्ड में मौजूद है, that object will be attracted by a magnet. If a magnet is present at some place and magnetic force are exerted through this magnet, then what will happen with the object which is present inside or which is present in the magnetic field of that magnet? Obviously that object will be attracted by the magnet. that shows the object that was present in the magnetic field of a magnet was a magnetic material. अगर वो magnetic material था तो जब magnetic force जो निकल रही थी magnet से, so that was present in the field of magnet, it was attracted by that magnetic field. How can we show that a magnet exerts its magnetic force and forms a magnetic field? It can be shown by two methods. How can we trace a magnetic field, or how can we detect a magnetic field? How can we trace the magnetic field? The magnetic field can be traced by two methods. Number one, by using iron fillings and by plotting compasses. I will show you both these methods practically. Let's start with the very first method, that is by using or by sprinkling iron fillings. What we need to do this, we need a bar magnet and iron fillings. As you can see, these are the iron fillings. When we place a bar magnet along with the iron fillings and tap that paper, what will happen with these iron fillings? As you can see, when I am tapping the paper, these iron fillings are attracted by the magnet like this, and as a result this magnet forms a magnetic field. As you can see, all the iron fillings are attracted by the magnet and they are forming some fields, and these lines, as you can see, in the form of, now you can see some magnetic fields are exerting from the poles and some are present surrounding the poles like this. I can show you this at the board also. Now you can observe these are the iron fillings which are the magnetic materials. When we use these iron fillings form the magnetic field lines that shows that magnetic fields are present surrounding this magnet. Now I am showing you this at the board. Let's suppose this is the north pole and this is the south pole of a bar magnet. When we sprinkle iron filling around this, then they form magnetic field lines like this. These iron fillings will form magnetic field lines like this. They are called magnetic field lines, and these magnetic field lines are three-dimensional. This pattern shows that these are the magnetic field lines which are three-dimensional, means the lines are formed surrounding the magnet. The lines are formed at the poles of the magnet as well as at the upper surfaces of the magnet. So this was the first method to show you the magnetic field lines by a bar magnet. Now I am going to show you the second method. Okay, student, the second method is the use of a compass. As you can see, this is a navigation compass and we can use this method to show the direction of magnetic field lines and the magnetic force. When we place a bar magnet on a piece of paper and start using this navigation compass, you can observe that the needle of this compass is showing some sort of deflection. As you can see, it is moving constantly, and when I am moving this compass, the needle is constantly moving and shows the magnetic field. अगर इसकी deflection रुक जाए, if deflection of a magnetic needle stops, it means there is no magnetic field, there is no magnetic force. You can see the needle of this compass is constantly moving from north to south direction, it means this is a magnetic field line which is formed by plotting a compass. In this way we can make several field lines. We have started from the North Pole. I am going to show you again. This is the North Pole, and when we moving the magnetic needle navigation compass, then some sort of magnetic field lines are forming in this direction. You can observe through this compass. By following the direction of the magnetic needle of navigation compass, we can find out the magnetic field line. In this way, the magnetic field lines will be formed by plotting the compasses like this. And the direction of magnetic field lines will be from north to south like this. So this is the magnetic field line formed by plotting magnetic field lines, which are three-dimensional, by plotting a navigation compass. So these were the two methods to show the magnetic field lines. Always remember one thing: magnetic field lines are affected by magnetic field lines or magnetic forces affected by distance. Magnetic forces are affected by distance. It means magnetic forces get stronger. Magnetic forces get stronger if they are closer to the pole of magnet, closer to the pole of magnet, and magnetic forces gets weaker. Magnetic forces gets weaker if they are far from magnet. If magnetic forces are closer to the magnet, they will become stronger. If magnetic forces are weaker, if magnetic forces are far from the magnet, they becomes weaker. As well as it also affects the magnetic field lines. If the object it is not present or it is present in with the magnetic force which is weaker, then it will not be attracted by the magnet. So this is these were the two methods to show the magnetic field lines, and these are the two main points regarding to the distance that is affecting the magnetic force as well as magnetic field lines. And that method is wire carrying electric current can produce magnetic field. This method of showing magnetic field line was discovered by a Danish physics professor, Christian Ørsted, by Ørsted Equipment. What was his observation? What was his experiment? He had discovered that the magnetic effect of electric current. He said that when the electric currents, first I am showing you the Ørsted equipment, that is here. This is the Ørsted equipment. As you can see, in this equipment there is a navigation compass which is fixed, and over this navigation compass there is a wire through which electric current is flowing. What will happen when the current starts flowing? Due to the flow of electric current, the magnetic needle starts or this flow of electric current causes the deflection in magnetic needle of a compass. As I can show you, this is a compass. Whenever the current pass over this, whenever the current pass through the wire over this magnetic needle compass, its magnetic needle will show some sort of deflection. इसकी magnetic needle क्या होगी? Deflection show करेगी, move करना शुरू हो जाएगी. It means there is a magnetic field which cause deflection in this magnetic needle. So this was the experiment of Ørsted, in which he had discovered that magnetic effect of electric current. I can show you through the picture. This is a steel bar. When we wind a copper wire over this steel bar and connect it to a switch and with a battery, and when the switch is open, if the switch is open, then these compasses which are present over above this circuit, their magnetic needle will stand in this position. They will show no deflection. There is no deflection. But when switch, and that is battery, and when the switch is closed, what will happen? Again, this is a steel bar winded with a copper wire, and in this situation the switch is closed and it is attached with a battery. Steel bar, switch closed. Then you can observe the magnetic needles will show deflection, and this deflection of magnetic needle of a compass means there are some magnetic forces or magnetic field lines. These compass needles will show no deflection, whereas the compass needle of the circuit with whose switch is closed will show some deflection. Compass needle shows deflection. That means whenever the current flow through the copper wire, and if there are some compasses then and switch is open, then they will show no deflection. When the switch is closed and current is flowing through the wire, and if some compasses are present above that eye steel bar which is winded with a copper wire, their needles will show some sort of reflection. That proves that there are some magnetic fields and magnetic forces which are deflecting the needle of that compass. Now I'm going to show you some patterns of magnetic field lines when there are like poles and there are unlike poles. Magnetic field lines pattern when unlike poles brought near each other. Let's suppose this is a bar magnet, this one is the north pole and this one is the south pole. Again this is a bar magnet and this one is the north pole and this end is the south pole. Always remember, when two unlike poles bow near each other, they will attract each other due to the force of attraction. South pole attracts the north pole, or we can say that north pole attracts the south pole in this way. So these are the magnetic field lines which are formed due to force of attraction. We can also show them in this way. They will attract in this way. So these are the two different patterns to show when the magnetic field lines are formed due to the attraction between unlike poles. Okay, now second pattern of magnetic field lines when like poles bow near each other. Okay, this is the north pole and this is also a north pole. Then which force will form? Force of repulsion. They will not attract each other, they will repel each other in this manner. This point will be X point where there is no magnetic field line. This is also called neutral point. So these are the two patterns which are formed when these are the two patterns of magnetic field lines which are formed when two like poles brought near each other. When like poles brought near each other, like this is the north pole, this is the north pole, then there is no magnetic field line which form, which attract each other. They are repulsing each other. The magnetic field line of one pole will cancel the magnetic effect of the second magnetic field line. That's why there is no magnetic field line formed between two like poles. दो like poles के दरमियान कोई magnetic field line नहीं बनती due to the neutral point, क्योंकि एक पोल की मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस दूसरे पोल की मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस को कैंसिल कर रही हैं, एंड दैट पॉइंट where the magnetic field line of one pole cancels the magnetic field line of another pole, that point is called neutral point. This is a neutral point. This X is a neutral point where there is no magnetic field line. The magnetic field of one pole cancels the magnetic field of second pole. That's why there is no magnetic field line when the like poles are present or brought near each other. Okay, now topic 12.3 has been completed. Here I am going to start topic 12.4, that is uses of magnet. 4 uses of magnet. We will discuss the uses of magnet in 3 categories. The first category is at home. What is the use of magnet at home? At home, magnets are used, number 1, to holding objects together, Number 2, in electrical appliances with motor. At home, we use the magnet to holding the object together. There are so many examples which are given in your book, like we use magnet for different purposes to holding the object together. For example, we use fridge magnet to fix some keychains type things. Fridge door, cabinet door. In cabinet door, there is a magnet to hold the cabinet, door stopper, handbag, magna locks, as well as the use of magnet as a magnetic clip on sunglasses. So these are the magnets which are used at home to holding the objects together, as well as we can also use the magnet at home in electrical appliances with the motor. Like in home, we have refrigerator, we have juicer, blender, washing machine, vacuum cleaner and fan. These are also using the magnet. As you can see in this on this page, these are the different electrical appliances which uses the magnet with the motor for their movement. All right, so these are the uses of magnet at home. In lab, we use magnet for instrument. In instrument, today we have used an instrument which we call navigation compass. Navigation compass. And as you can see, in this navigation compass, there is a needle which is deflecting here. This navigation compass has a needle which is made up of magnet. So in navigation compass, needle is a magnet. Its needle is a magnet that is used to find direction. Okay, The third use of magnet is the use of electromagnets, and we have discussed about the electromagnets. Electromagnets are the magnets which are made up of iron or steel, which are made up of iron. When the electric current passes through the iron, they become magnetized, and when the current stops flowing, they become demagnetized. So these type of magnets are called electromagnets, and these electromagnets are used in loudspeakers and electric door bells, as well as electromagnets are used in, they also used in industries. They also used in industries. Electromagnets are also used in industries for three main purposes. First is for separating iron and steel from other materials or from other metals. In industry, if there is a scrap yard where there are different metals, then if we want to separate the iron and steel from other metals, then we can use the electromagnet. The second use of electromagnet in industry is to lift heavy objects made up of iron and steel. And the third use of electromagnet in industry is it is used in maglev trains. Magnetic levitation trains use electromagnets to increase their speed. So these are the uses of magnet. There we have three uses of magnet: at home, to holding objects together; in electrical appliances; in instruments. There is an example of navigation compass in which the needle is a magnet which is used to find the direction, and electromagnets are used in loudspeakers and electrical doorbells, as well as in industry. In industry, there are the three uses of electromagnets. Number one, for separating iron and steel from other metals. Number two, to lift the heavy objects made up of iron and steel in scrap yards, as well as in maglev trains. There we have completed our topic 12.4, but two most important things are remain from topic 12.1, and after that we will complete our chapter. So let's complete the topic 12.1. Okay, materials used to make magnet. In the materials that we can use to make magnets are following. Number one, iron, as we have used the iron to make the magnet. Number two, steel. Number third, alloy of iron, that is alnico. What is alloy? Alloy is a combination of metals, two or more than two metals. The combination of two or more than two metals is called alloy, and here we have an example of alloy of iron, that is alnico. It contains three elements: aluminium, iron, nickel and cobalt. This alloy of iron is used to make powerful magnets. It is used to make powerful magnets. There is another compound, that is ferrite. They are used to make ceramic magnets. So these are the different substances used to make different types of magnet. If you want to make a powerful magnet, we can use the alloy of iron, that is made up of aluminium, nickel and cobalt. If we want to make the ceramic magnet, then we can use the ferrites compound. If we want to make a permanent magnet, then we can use the steel bar or steel nail. And if we want to make a magnet that is soft magnet, then we can use iron. So these are the different things to make different types of magnet. Last and the most important thing is that magnetic forces can pass through the non-magnetic materials. Magnetic forces can pass through non-magnetic materials. All of you know that non-magnetic materials are those materials which cannot be attracted by the magnet, but magnetic forces are much more stronger. They can go through the non-magnetic materials and can attract a magnetic material. I can show you. As you can see, this is a bar magnet and these are the magnetic material. This steel nail and paper clip, these are the magnetic material, whereas this plastic cap, this plastic lid, this paper and aluminium, which is a metal, and that these three things are non-magnetic materials. But the magnetic force can go through these non-magnetic material. Why I am saying this? You can observe that this is a magnet and it attracts the magnetic material. It attracts the non-magnetic material. You can see I am using the bar magnet and the magnetic force can go through this plastic lid, and you can observe the paper clip is attached to this plastic lid. When we remove the magnet, the paper clip will drop down, as you can see. It means the magnetic force can pass through this lid, which is made up of plastic. Now we can also check whether the magnetic force can go through a paper or not. You can see the magnetic force can pass through the paper, and when we remove the magnet, the paper clip will drop down. Alright, it means magnetic force can pass through the paper as well. This is the aluminium foil, and you can see the magnetic force can go through or can pass through the aluminium foil, and the paper clip or this steel nail is attached with this aluminium foil because the magnetic force can pass through this. And when we remove the magnetic source or a magnet, the magnetic force will remove, and as a result this steel nail will drop down. So this proves that magnetic force can pass through the. So from the following experiment we can say that magnetic forces can pass through the non-magnetic material. Here we have completed our last chapter, that is chapter number 12. The name of chapter is magnetism. In this chapter we have discussed 4 topics. The first topic was magnet, in which we have studied about definition of magnet, properties of magnet, testing for a magnet. In topic 12.2 we have discussed about making a magnet by 2 methods, by stroke method and by electrical method. Then in topic 12.3 we have discussed about the magnetic field lines, and in this topic we have observed the magnetic field lines by 2 methods, by using by sprinkling iron flint and by plotting the compass, as well as we have also discussed about the wire carrying current produced by magnetic field. And at last we have discussed topic 12.4, that was the uses of magnet, the uses of magnet at home, in instruments as well as in industry. Now our chapter has been completed, in fact our course has been completed here. What you have to do in your copies and what will be the homework, note down your homework diary. Video homework. What you have to do at your home, make a model of electromagnet. Make a model of electromagnet just as I have showed you in this video. And what will you do in your copy work? To complete review question number 1 to 9, try it out, page number 273, think about it, page number 274 and think tank number 1. So this is the copy work, and this is your video related homework. You will make an electromagnet at your home. We will meet inshallah in the next video. That will be the review video or the revision video. Till then, take care of yourself. Do complete your work. Allah Hafiz.